we go. H.E. Gator.
Rep. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Hey, Charlie, on the ball.
Throwing on first down. Herbert. Wide open receiver, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Back to throw. Herbert. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, high 7.
To throw again. Herbert. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On 1st and 10, Glenn. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Harold Landry, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Looking to throw. Glenn. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Ready. 90 Wolf. Hey, Foxtrot.
Four down. 85.
Yep.
I'm coming for you. Here we go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Glenn, he sets to fire deep. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
This is taken at about the 14.
Let's go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Let's go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Five.
Check 93 for Mike. 93.
Get it.
Throwing again. Herbert. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high...
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Parkey with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? And maybe
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Shift, watch the shift. Check 43.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
6-6, pull it hard. 5.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Even, 4th down, even.
On the ball.
Throwing to start the drive. Glenn. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
4 down. Kill.
Go. Now.
To throw again. Glenn. Now they go screen. It's complete. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down. Last week we saw a rarity. He was over 200 yards on the ground, and they lost. So we'll see if they can get more carries like that and win this week.
And that was interesting watching the game tape, wasn't it? Because it was hard to register while we watched him pile up that yardage and create those nice runs that they didn't win the football game. But that doesn't mean changing what you do. Continue to feed him the football.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13.
4 down. Alert. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Smooth. Look at me. Zipper. Shoot.
On 4th down. Glenn. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
Let's go. 90, Wolf.
Watch time. Tight end right. Tight end right.
Ready?
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
He's already scored once. He definitely had his eyes wide open trying to get in there a 2nd time, but I thought that was a really nice play defensively to deny him.
Yeah, it was, as you said, keeping him away from his 2nd first-quarter touchdown there. On 2nd down, Swift. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Back to throw. Glenn to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
On 4th down, Glenn. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Parkey adds the extra point, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Yes.
Check 93's
Go.
Check 93's the mic.
Looking to throw. Herbert is going to float this one deep right side. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. 4 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Down.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Set, ready, 10-2 stop. Bravo.
Hey, we got four now.
On first down, Glenn. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Ooh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum,
skirt
filet
steak,
at
come
maximum.
On. You can't give the guy a skirt steak. His first 3 times.
Filet,
There you go.
10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Look at me. Go up.
Here's 2nd and 8. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. And it's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Here's Tressway now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll look to set up his blockers. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
Ready to break.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Hey, orbit. Now. There goes.
Throwing on first down. Glenn. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got him in. Complete. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route, often against the safety. You like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Hey, echo.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Check 93.
Back to throw. Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
61, matchbox lights.
Looking to throw. Herbert. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. From the gun on third down. Herbert going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 30. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. From the gun, Herbert. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal?
218, jump.
He's checking.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Another shot from the one on second and goal.
I got you, boy. Hey, switch gears.
And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So they held him out on second down, and now here's third and goal.
Check.
Get it.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on fourth and goal from the one. On fourth down, they're going to try the jet sweep, and he's not going to get in. They stop him at the one. The trick play does not pan out here on fourth and goal, and the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand.
Ready, set.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Ready, 10 logo. Go, Jackrabbit, come on. Let's go.
On first and 10, Glenn. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go for a vertical into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Here we go. Look, squeeze. 60 or.
Hey, it's all out. Jim.
Yep.
Motion.
Hey, high 7. Gone. 5.
A final shot before break. Herbert. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
18 Gator. 22 Jet Bomber. 22 Jet Bomber. Now.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Got it.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6. At the 20-yard line.
Chopper.
On second down now. Swift. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
50, plant. Hey, Alpha. He's telling the right.
From the gun on third down. Glenn firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 23. They'll run on first down. Swift. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Hey, box drop. Get it.
Looking to throw on second down. Glenn. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Glenn. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on fourth down? They'll go for it. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down.
You draw Corker. Smooth. Ready.
On fourth down, Glenn. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. George Kittle, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Fielded about a yard deep. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Titans take over
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Look at me. Zipper.
Let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here.
Throwing again. Herbert nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Bravo. Hey.
Switch. Check 93's the mic.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
Matchbox light. Hey, Delta.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. 4th and 2, they got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make a decision, and they made the correct one.
On first down, Herbert. It's caught. Smith. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that will shave one more off this lead.
34.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Looking to throw. Glenn. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift, and he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Right there. 54, right there, right there.
Ready?
Throwing on first down. Glenn. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off around the 27. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball. That cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back.
So now maybe with the touchdown they scored previously, plus their defense making that stand up and getting the ball right back, momentum may be shifting in their favor.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away. Second and 10 now from the 27.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers. Hey, exit. Hit it.
To throw again. Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Check the back. Check the back.
Go. Five.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
General West. Let's go. Get set. Snap.
From the gun. Glenn to the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down.
Come on, set.
The Jaguars on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, Charlie.
Anybody's coming. Watch him. Kill.
Go.
Kill. Check. SOS.
Big grip.
Operating from the gun. Glenn flushed out right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
Yes.
They run the counter. Swift. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Hey, high 7.
Single. That's single in the slot.
To throw on 2nd down. Glenn. He's going to look deep down the field. This is caught inside the 15. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A big play there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Parkey with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off around the 41. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Ready?
From the gun, Glenn. Now he's going to go deep down the left. This is caught inside the 15. A gain there of 30 big ones. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
On 1st and 10, Glenn. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some time.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 38. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
We got 4. Wide, get wide. Watch twins.
Go. 5.
Operating from the gun, Glenn. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 17. Dancing away at the 35. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Come on, hey, come get some. Come get
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
He don't want it. Slam.
On first down, Herbert. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. That one goes for 30 yards. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Watch out.
Topper. Hey, wahoo.
Check, 93's the mic. Here we go.
From the gun, Herbert. And he fires one incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert. And he rifles one incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Bravo. Now. Hard.
To throw on 3rd down, Herbert. And now here is another interception. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran.
And he coughed it up.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 2nd down now, Swift. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. Grady Jarrett with the tackle. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down.
Yep. Go. Look at me, zipper.
Stay at home. Out.
Look at me. Go. Hey, orbit.
Jump.
Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Glenn. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. This is taken at the 15. 35 yards on the return. Picked up some. Good blocks as well. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Hey, echo. Hey. Motion.
Check, 93's the
Now.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will get them one closer. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Ready, set.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And still a little bit of time left, but the defense can't stop the clock, so 3 kneel downs should be enough to finish this one off.
Big grip.
On 1st down, Swift. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Set. 30 base.
On 3rd and 2, Glenn. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of